Okay, now let's do number 6, which is another nice and easy one, okay? Now, we want to talk about naming benzene compounds when we have these structures like this, and we want to be able to just do it. Now, here it is. When you get these compounds like you're seeing right now, when we are trying to name them, we always use the hierarchy. There's a hierarchy which helps us to know what the name of something would be, okay? What the name of something would be. Well, how is that hierarchy going to be? If you want to know that hierarchy, we use the mnemonic HECNA, okay? It's HECNA. No, it's crazy, but it works. HECNA, okay? Look at the it says an H. HECNA. So this is going to be H for hydroxyl. This is the priority. So you can say priority or hierarchy. Priority. Naming, when we are naming our benzene ring, and this would be when it has some things attached to it, more than one thing. We want to know what the name is, what the name will be. So here we use this priority list. What is it? It's HECNA. Okay, so this is hydroxyl. Then this M is amino group, which is like NH2, right? When you have an NH2 or an NH something, okay? And this is going to be, for example, aminobenzene, okay, which is aniline. It's called aniline sometimes. Then C is carbonyl compounds. Remember that carbonyl compounds are your COOH and your CHO, which is the carboxylic acids, which we call benzoic acid, and the aldehyde, which we call benzaldehyde. So if you see this, it's going to be the next. Then this N, let me put it back to red. Maybe I should. This N is now nitro. Amino is NH2. Nitro is NO2. Okay. If you have NO2, this will be nitrobenzene. Then this H is halogens. Okay. Halogens. And then this one is going to be hydrogen. So sorry, alkyl rather. Alkyl, halogens, alkyl. And my halogens are chlorine, bromine, iodine, blah, blah, blah. Alkyl groups are those that have C and carbons and hydrogen, CH3, C2H5, list goes on. So this is the priority list. HECNA, hydroxyl, OH, amino, NH2, carbonyl, nitro. This is even when you are choosing who is going to be number one in your positioning. You're going to have to use this order. Hydroxyl, amino, carbonyl, nitro, halogens, and alkyls. Okay? Then, of course, you can end with the hydrogens at the end. If you want to say HECNA, then put the hydrogen at the end. Hydrogen is just at the end as a bonus. Okay? These are other groups. So now let's put the things and let's see how we would name. We do number 6A. Okay? Using that priority thing which you have just talked about. So yeah, it's going to be like this. And we know that it works, especially when you have a situation where you have more than one substituent. So this is NH2 and this is CH3. Now you are going to write HECNA. So let's just say I got this question again. I'm going to have a pencil and I'm going to write HECNA. So it's going to be HECNA. Now I know that this is the OH, hydroxyl. This is amino, which is NH2 or NH. Then this is going to be the carbonyl, which is COOH or CHO. Then this is nitro, which is NO2. Then here is halogens, which is going to be Cl. We can say BRI. Then the last one is going to be the alkyl groups, which is going to be CH3, C2H5. You know what I mean? So now you're going to come here and see, what do I have? I have an amino, which is going to be an NH2, and I have an alkyl, which is going to be down here, CH3. So how am I going to position? Of course, the amino takes precedence, so it's going to be carbon number 1. This becomes carbon number 2. Okay? So methyl is on position 2, and because it's lower in the priority, we don't start with him. We're going to start with this amino because it's higher. Even when we name, it's going to end being aminobenzene. So because it has a methyl, it's going to be 2-methyl. So it's going to be 2-methyl 1-aminobenzene if you want. So it's 2-methyl aminobenzene. Okay, 2-methyl aminobenzene. And this is going to be what it is. This is going to be the name. Now we can go to B and let's see how it goes. Okay, goodbye for now. We'll meet in the next video.